It's getting really fast.
I know. It's like
It's
too
getting
quick
really
now.
fast.
Just because this might be someone's first episode, Bo sets the count in at whatever BPM, like the episode number matches the BPM as the count in.
And it's 129.
129. So it's like, it's getting there.
It's pretty fast.
Yeah. In like 20 or 30 episodes, we're really going to notice it. So I'm like, click, 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 click. Hey.
I am adjusting some things right now.
Okay. Oh, I'm really soft now. In my headphones, I am.
Yeah, I know. I can turn you up. Check that out.
Good God.
I just jacked it up to 12 to 3.
Okay. So
That's
who
clockwork.
are you?
I'm Bo,
I'm Brandon.
and this is Two Tunes Podcast, where we talk about two tunes
Yeah.
and bullshit at the beginning,
Correct.
and middle and end.
Yeah.
So,
You went to a show last night.
I did. I missed the thunderstorm.
Dude, you know what's crazy is in Hershey,
Yeah.
it was like nothing.
Yeah,
It like lightninged, it thundered,
yeah.
wind blew a little bit, rained very little.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of my friends that live in Harrisburg were like, oh my God, the
Well-
humanity. And I was like, what is happening? Like,
So I think so. This happened to me when I was in high school, probably like 9th or 10th grade. I forget what they called it, but basically, it's like a tornado.
it's like a microburst, I think. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
the technical term or whatever.
something like that.
Yeah.
Where it's just like the pressure drops, and then like shit just goes everywhere.
Yeah.
So I was looking out my bedroom window because that's what I played guitar, and like either looked in a mirror in our upstairs foyer. I know that sounds really weird, because it's like, no, a foyer would be downstairs, the main entrance.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's like it's the top of the steps,
Yep.
and then bedrooms all off of it. Anyways, I'd either look in the mirror of there while I'm playing guitar. I know that sounds weird again. Or I would look out my window, and I was playing, and I was looking out at the window, and it just went white and then like sideways.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell's happening? And then like I went downstairs, and we had a carport, and like a corner of the carport was like knocked down, and there was a tree on it.
yikes.
And then like that tree was also like in our neighbor's driveway and like touching their house.
Jeez.
So I was like, oh wow. And like a ton of trees came down.
Yeah.
And that's similar to what happened. I don't think it was as bad as, because like when I came home, there's just a bunch of crap all over the road. But it was like leaves
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah, because it was windy.
Yeah.
Like it got super windy. But yeah,
and apparently my wife had said that like, oh yeah, it rained like a ton and then like nothing.
yeah. Yeah. Well, there was hail and stuff too. I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
Like, especially more in downtown. Did you see the Midtown Scholar? Like
No.
their one front window was like blown in.
Oh, wow.
There's a billboard that's down on like 6th Street or something.
Yeah, I saw that
Some
on
trees
on
and
the,
different
on
things.
the Facebooks.
Yeah, it was wild. But that's the thing. Like I said, like I was in Hershey and
I was in Baltimore.
I like closed the window or closed my like sliding glass door and was like, oh yeah, I'll close this for a minute and turn the fan on, and then when it's done, I'll open up again, which is
Yeah.
exactly what I did. But yeah, it was wild.
When I'm going on to the next topic.
Okay.
When you go to shows in you don't go to Baltimore.
I
you
went
go to
one
Silver
time
Spring?
to Baltimore.
Where did you see
Soundstage
Soundstage?
in
Okay.
Baltimore. But I've been to Silver Spring 3 times. maybe.
Yeah, I think that's. It might be a more popular venue, or at least town.
Silver Spring?
Yeah, I don't know.
Venue wise, it's bigger.
Yeah,
Where did you go?
I went to Baltimore and I went to the Auto Bar,
Okay, I don't know what that is.
which is like a 350 cap.
Okay.
Really tiny. I've heard of the Auto Bar like a whole bunch, but I forget.
It's probably a bit smaller than Soundstage, I
Oh,
feel.
probably. It's tiny, and like there's support posts like in the middle of the room.
Nice.
So like I was standing
Not
by-
designed to be a venue.
No, not at all. It is weirdly shaped. It
How
is
is auto
super small.
spelled?
OTTO.
Okay.
But I saw. This is not the order of the bands. This is the order of how they have been featured in the podcast.
Okay.
So Arm's Length, which we had a couple months ago.
Yeah.
They were main support. They're from Canada. The lead singer.
For folks that don't know, main support means
So you have the headliner, the person who like that's the reason you see. Main
Yep.
support is right before them.
I've also heard direct support.
Yeah, direct support It's just like the second to last band.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is just like opener.
Yeah. Interchangeable, could go different places.
Like if you have 5 bands, you might have 3 openers.
Right.
And then you have direct support and then headliner.
It usually also correlates to like set length.
Yes.
And notoriety.
Yes. Which I don't know anything because like in my mind, Arm's Length was bigger band because I found them first.
Sure.
Which is not the case at all. So Arm's Length, direct support, main support, whatever you want to call them. Heart Attack Band, who we had last week.
Yep.
They were the headliners.
Or maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know.
I think it was last week.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we're bad at this.
We recorded a week ago, but we did 2 episodes. So.
Yeah. Who else?
The band you're going to talk about today.
Today, Super American.
Yeah.
And interesting. So like, Arm's Length is from Ontario, Canada. Mm-hmm. Oh crap! I'm missing things. Heart Attack Man is from Cleveland.
Okay.
And then Super American is from Buffalo. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So like, it's all around where I grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super American's from Buffalo. And then the opening band was called Photocopy. I don't think I got a good listen to them because first off, you walk in and you're like right by the stage. So the entrance is right by the stage. There was like 20 people in line when I got there. Mm-hmm. Like it wasn't a lot of people, but it filled up. Mm-hmm. Like it was packed, which is awesome. You walk in, you have a floor, and then like there's like raised seats. It's just like a step, and you could just stand or sit
bleacher
there.
Style.
Yeah. On the one side as you walk in. On the other side, there's like the backstage area. Mm-hmm. It's just a box, and then above that box is like the balcony.
Okay.
Which has like a bleachers, and then like there's other things behind it, other chairs and stuff like that. I was up there for the first band. I'm like, I'm not gonna I can't hear. I was basically behind the stage as well. Like so, and then in the back there's merch, bathrooms, a bar. It's really tiny. The steps are weird as well. Like it's all like weirdly angled. But it's a cool little bar. It's in a nicer neighborhood. I think like Johns Hopkins area.
Oh, okay.
I was worried. I'm like, I don't know. I was going in. I was like remembering The Wire. Have you ever seen The Wire?
I've not seen The Wire, but yeah,
I mean, it's just about like Baltimore corruption.
Yeah.
And crime.
It's like Soundstage is like right on Inner Harbor. Mm-hmm. It's super nice.
Yeah.
Was it a good show?
It was. It was a great show.
So who was the headliner?
Heart Attack Man.
Okay.
So Heart Attack Man is a 5-piece, 2 guitars, bass, the singer by himself, and the drummer. I'm standing there, and then I'm like looking at them getting set up. They probably have like tiny amps.
Okay.
So like I couldn't even see their amps, like from where I was standing. And then I'm like, which one's this? Because I don't know these bands enough. And I'm like, which one's the singer? And then I'm like, oh, but there's a microphone there, but that guy's way over there. And then like, okay, the bass player's like at that microphone. It's like, who's going to be there? Is he going to come out later? And then like they start playing. And then here's like, then you just like the lead singer pops up. He's in a ghillie suit. And I'm like, what the hell is this? It's like, this is great. So there's a sign that says no crowd surfing or stage diving. They don't enforce that at all. But every time like somebody would come up, he would grab their hand and pull them on stage.
Yeah.
And then they would, go off.
Yeah.
And then like he would every time somebody would come up, he'd grab them, pull them up on stage. I'm like, I think that's so cool. That's really awesome. Arm's Length, the lead singer looks like I can't remember what the band is. It's like, how did I get here? This is not my beautiful wife.
Talking Heads. David Byrne.
He looks like that.
Yeah.
And then the the other guitar player. By the way, they both like kind of looked similar, not like visually, but like dressing, and they both had Telecasters were the same color. I think that all those bands were sponsored by Fender. But the other guitar player, he kind of looked like Mike Adams. YouTube Offset guy is my friend, except he had a mullet.
Okay.
And I'm just like, that's so weird. But they're Canadian. It's just they had a really interesting look, and I didn't realize it at the time when I was like walking in, not to the venue, but like towards the venue. I was behind these people, and one of them had a Super American shirt, and I'm like, oh, either A, he's going to the show, or he's part of the show. And then I was just like, because we were walking quite a far distance, and I could see like, oh, he's in one of the bands. I wonder what bands he's in. And then I'm thinking, like, is he in Super American? Is he that guy that wears the band that he's in? Our drummer did that. Wore our own merch.
It's like Love Burger.
Yes. But it was a good show. I'm in a different mindset now for seeing shows. Okay. Like I'm grateful to be there and to see these things, because like, you don't know when they're not going to be there.
Sure.
Because like the pandemic kind of by the way, no more shows.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not safe. And then
that's why I've been trying to go to as many as I can, like, or live performances, whatever, just because we couldn't. Yeah. And it can get taken away so easily.
Yeah. But it's also weird because when like going to shows, this show specifically, I just, like, in the past 2-3 months is when I discovered all these bands. And I'm like it's, I don't know any, I mean, I know some of the lyrics.
Yeah.
I only sang along with like 2 songs, but I'm like, oh, they're playing like all the songs I know. And like, and they're getting a good crowd response. And, I'm going to stop now. Okay. Because then we're like, I would want to go in, but it's you're the first.
Oh, I'm first.
You're first.
This is why I don't know. It's fine.
Well, you want to switch it up?
Well, like, it would make sense because we're talking about your thing. But
okay, we'll just switch it up.
Okay.
So the song that I'm playing from Super American is the song they played last.
Oh, okay. It's like the hit.
Sure. I don't really know. So it's really a 2-piece with like touring members.
Okay. Are they Super and
American? Yeah. Okay. So bass player will sing, guitar player will sing. They have a second guitar player and then a drummer, obviously.
They trade lead vocals, is what you're saying?
Yes. And they have very distinct, like, so in this, you'll hear both voices.
That's kind of how that band Max Seal was.
Yeah.
That I heard that opened up for the Wonder Years back many months ago.
Yeah.
It was like 2 different singers, very different. Actually, the band I'm going to talk about in a bit, same idea, but go ahead.
Yeah. I some of the songs on the record,
drinking a very loud frappe.
Give me, what is the band? Like, I want to say LFO, but I don't.
Kind of goofy lyrics. Is that what you're going for?
Well, like,
because I listened to the next song.
Yeah.
On whatever album EP thing you sent me.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of like silly lyrics and stuff.
Let me see. This isn't going to come through on I mean, it is. It's going to come through Mike's. The album's called Rest in Peace, Jeff. That's a good song. Is that the song? That's not the song, but that's a good song. What is the song? They started with a song called Hot Dog. That's not it. No, that's the song we're doing. Oh, they started with Fuck It, I think. Like, I don't know if it's coming through at all.
A little bit.
Like it has that 90s like what's the band that's like, is it LFO that's like
They had
like
the
Abercrombie & Fitch shirt thing? Like it gives me that vibe, but like not the whole thing. Just like they kind of do some hip hop pop in there. But like 90s esque. And then the other guitar player kind of, I don't know what exactly, but I get like pop punk vibes.
Okay.
Like either Blink 182 or can't think of it. I think they're Canadian. I don't know. Like my friends over Newfound Glory.
Oh yeah.
Kinda ish, but like that kind of like 90s nostalgia.
I did get some Newfound Glory vibes, just like I did, not as much as I did with Heart Attack Man, I think.
Okay.
But a little bit.
The bass player singer of this, of Super American, I don't know, his stage presence felt like super chill and relaxed, and like I don't give a fuck, but not like arrogant, but not like like not life of the party.
Yeah,
like I know how to do, or how to control the room. Kind of like I'm really glad to be here, but you know, like, or maybe it was like, you know, just had a shitty day, and I'm like, I don't want to show that.
Yeah.
I don't know. This may have been the hit. I don't really know. This came out in 2021, the album.
Cool. What's the song?
It's called Together. I wanted to talk to them, but then I'm like, they're gonna, like, the drummer was there at the, or maybe, no, it was the second guitar player. He was hanging out at the merch table. They all had vinyl.
Nice.
They also took credit cards, which is great, except maybe the opening band photocopy. Anyways, here's Together.
Cool.
Did some work on myself and I found you. No such thing as an accident, that's true. Been away from you for whole days and I start remembering how bad I need you. Been through your share of trauma and that's tough.
So that's the bass player singing.
Retrograde in the rear view, I feel clean. Been a while since I said something I mean. Been so long since I felt something this real. We get rewarded for facing our fears. I wanna be who you first met. All the qualities I showed. I didn't change, life just hits different.
I don't love that.
Yeah.
The spoken thing.
Yeah.
That happens in other bands and other songs and things. It's usually like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to deliver.
Yeah.
And they do it twice.
Yes.
Happens later. Yeah.
But that higher voice, kind of actually like Shane Told a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's the guitar player. Oh, they all used capos. Like every single band had capos.
Yeah.
So that's the other guy. I don't know which one's which.
Yeah, I had that. I had the thought that the voices sounded different. I didn't think hard enough and just go, "Oh, it's two different people." Some people do though. When they flip the octave, it does sound drastically different.
Is that some chimes?
Sleigh bells. It's Christmas.
It's a Christmas song, obviously.
I like this song. I liked the other one too. It just was like a vibe change, like a kind of silly. And
yeah, that was the spoken word.
Yeah.
Like.
It also felt like that's a lot of words to stick in that short amount of time.
Yeah.
Like I almost feel like that would be a spot where you put in an extra bar.
Yeah.
Like I didn't change. Life just hits different. You know what I mean? Like just extend that phrase for a bar.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's the other reason why too. Like again, like I don't dislike it. It's just like, I don't know. Did they draw this song out at all too? Like, did it?
No,
because it's the type. It feel like this section, you could kind of open this up a bit and vamp.
It is pretty much this.
Okay.
And like everybody is singing.
Yeah. Lighters up.
No, it was no smoking venue.
Vapes on.
Vapes on.
Don't vapes have like a light on them or something?
So Matt Cox and Patrick Feely?
Okay.
Yeah, Feely. You like that end part?
Yeah. That's cool. I like it. I like that song.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I went to see that show last night. And it was seriously like I discovered that band last week. Mm-hmm. Or maybe 2 weeks. And I was like, I came home from my vacation. I'm like, if I haven't, maybe I'll go see them. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't expensive. It wasn't that far. Hour and a half. Mm-hmm. I'm always worried about parking. Mm-hmm. Parking was fine.
Yeah.
Nice neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Go to the auto bar.
Yeah. I'll have to look at other shows they have.
Yeah. I mean, really, like, so the next show I'm thinking of going to that I haven't already purchased tickets to because I'm going to NoFX is the Bad Time Records tour. Mm. But I'm going to go to Philly. And then I was like thinking of bringing Caprica. Mm-hmm. And because she wanted to go last night. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm playing the music and she'd turn it down. I'm like, yeah, see, you don't want to go to this. But she's still like, I want to go. It's like, no, you don't. Like, you want to go and then you'll want to leave.
You want to go hang out with your dad, which is cool. But like, yeah.
But I'll take her to Bad Time because it's like, I know these people. Mm-hmm. I know 2 of the 3 bands, or 2 of the 4 bands actually. And they know of me or know of friends of mine. Mm-hmm. So doing that would be okay. But I looked at the venue and the venue is very similar to this venue. Mm-hmm. And my wife's like, you need to like this. This doesn't look like it's kid appropriate. I was like, she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like the other option is like, oh, I'll take her to an amphitheater, which means it's a huge band and it's going to be really expensive.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, she wants to go see AJR, which would be great, but it's sold out at the Steel Stacks in Bethlehem. And I'm like, and it's like, will they play World's Tiniest Violin? And it's like, yes, they will play their hit song that everybody knows. Yeah. And if they don't, they're really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, go see live shows and soak it in. That's kind of like the area that I'm at is just like experiencing what's going on around me. And not like I gotta videotape all this.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that I videotaped was I sent you because you're just like, what time tomorrow? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm in a show obviously, and it was a pit. And then I sent a video because after the show, okay, so before the show, I was jokingly talking about the Spin Doctors to my friends, like that I'm in a chat with. Mm-hmm. And then before the show, they were playing like Shimmer by Fuel and something by Michelle Branch, like that era. And I'm like, I know all these songs. Yeah. And then like the 4th song, I'm like, I don't know that song. So like, okay, I'll stop now. But then at the end, they played Two Princes by Spin Doctors.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta do this and then send it to them. And they're like, oh my God, Spin Doctors are coming back. That was one of my best friends' first show was Spin Doctors, Soul Asylum, and Screaming Trees.
Nice.
In the 90s. Yeah. And then he went on and was like, yeah, and then I was going to go Lollapalooza and go see Nirvana and so, but then Kurt Cobain killed himself. It's like, yeah, that sucks. Anyways, we switched it up. Yeah. So I got to remember that. Okay. So who's your band?
Melt, the band.
Is it a Whopper melt? Melt sandwich?
Start singing the thing.
What?
You can start singing the Burger King song?
No. Is there a Burger King song?
The Whopper, that thing. You know the Burger King song?
I don't.
Oh, lucky you. Anyway, according to their website, Melt is a New York City-based band who formed in 2017 with a sound that continuously pulls from new realms. and lots of other things. I found out about these folks through Sammy Ray, I believe.
Okay.
I think that they have opened for them or like played different shows with them and stuff. And Sammy Ray, as with like a lot of artists, they're good about like hyping up other folks, like the folks that open for them or folks that they just like. And so I started listening to some of their stuff and just got really into them. And again, another band that doesn't have like a ton of music. They have more certainly than a lot of bands we've talked about before, but they've got like mostly like a bunch of singles and then like an EP and stuff. A group I'd really, really like to see live, because I just have a feeling like as good as their music is recorded, I you know what I mean, like the live energy and stuff I'm sure is even better. A couple different pictures I've seen, but they basically have like 5 people in the band, and they have basically like 2 main singers.
Okay.
And from what I've heard, for the most part of their stuff, it's like this guy sings this song and then this person sings this song. Like it's kind of like one or the other.
Yeah.
A la what, like Blink 182. Like there's like the Mark songs and the Tom songs and the occasional Matt songs.
That sounds like Mark.
Yeah. But you know, so it's like got that kind of vibe to it. It's a little bit like, I think I've played the Hush sound on here before.
Maybe.
Almost certain I have. But similar thing with that, where it's like she sings this song and he sings this song, and occasionally they kind of sing on each other's thing, but for the most part it's like one or the other.
They're playing Scranton.
When?
July 1st. Peach Music Festival.
Oh. I'll have to look into that.
Also Johnstown, PA.
Yeah. But they've got there's a whole bunch of songs that I would want to bring, just because like they're all good, I think. This is their newest single. It's called Fade Into You. It came out in September of 2022, so it's not super new. But like again, like some of their older songs like Sour Candy and Stupid in Love, Shy, Waves, like a bunch of different stuff I really, really like. But I was like, oh, this is a new one. I really like the vibe of this. I'll go with this one. So I highly recommend checking out all their stuff. But yeah, this is the newest.
When you posted it, because we're doing a covers episode next week, I was thinking, it's like, wait, is this the cover song, Fade Into You, by I forget what the band is called, but it's a 90s song.
Fade Into You?
Yeah, Fade Into Mazzy Star, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe I'll bring that on next 2 weeks. Anyways, this is Fade Into You by Melt. Featuring Corey Wong.
When I conceive of myself, I think of you just as well. Can't imagine another way. Your mannerisms become mine. Figures of speech, ways we get by. You're the part of me I'm most used to. Fade into you. I fade into you. You pull me in and hold me close. Then
Like their use of horns and stuff too. Like
Yeah.
it's got a Sammy Ray vibe in that sense. Like their music sounds a bit different. Like this tune is very like, I'd say like 80s influenced,
Yeah.
right?
You fill my gaps through and through.
Some of it sounds more horn band like. Like that. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
I don't have like a ton to say about it. I just really dig it.
With each and every passing day, I fall deeper in your embrace. The more we get to know each other, and so this lightness that I feel, like swinging by.
Yeah, they're added to my list of like bands that I haven't seen yet that I really want to see.
You should go to the Peaches Festival because Lawrence is playing as well.
Oh,
Probably on the same stage. They
probably,
fit.
yeah. Looks like it's like a multi-day thing.
Oh, it's 4 days.
It's too many days.
But Tedeschi Trucks Band,
oh, okay.
Goose, My Morning Jacket, Ween, Ziggy Marley, Les Claypool, Fearless Flying Frog Brigade, Mike Gordon, Lettuce.
So it's like a jam band festival.
Oh, totally. The Australian Pink Floyd Show. Every band plays one song and then just jams for 30 minutes.
I want to play a little bit of another song of theirs just so you can hear
Into the microphone.
you can hear the other singer a little bit more. It's a tune called Sour Candy.
Sour candy on the table. Lazy afternoons.
Like you can hear her on the Fade Into You. Like
Yeah.
it's sort of like the lead background vocalist, I guess. But
Yeah.
like this is obviously like their song.
All the channels seem the same.
So yeah, that's why it was kind of tough to pick a song by them because it was like I want to feature both vocalists, like they're both
Yeah, yeah.
good and both different and stuff. But so I figured, well, I'll just play like a little bit of that one. But yeah, I really dig them. Like I said, I want to see them.
For $3,000, you can go to all 4 days and also have a hotel room with a $104 processing fee.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do about that. Yeah, Melt the band, check them out. Super good. Release more music, please. More music, please. This is me, my hand outstretched.
There was
More music.
I forget who I was listening to or what I was listening to. Anyways, just keep putting out more music.
Yeah.
How often should people put out more
I don't
music?
know, man. I just want them to have a bigger discography that I can just listen to.
Yeah.
Like I like the 12 songs or whatever that they have out. But
like is 2 years like it's like like that's old them, or is that like no that's still recent, that's still new?
I don't even know if it's about like timing wise. It's just like I just want more of it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing. We've talked about this before, but like we keep finding a lot of bands that don't have
Because they're all new.
Yeah. And so then it's like, oh, they're really good. I want more from them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. That's it. It's a
What is
podcast.
it? That's a podcast.
Join the Discord.
That's a podcast.
No, I said that's the podcast.
No, that's a podcast.
That's
it's
a
a me.
podcast.
That's a podcast. So yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yes.
Please tell people. Please share, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Anything else? Join the Discord.
Join the Discord.
Ask us questions. Tell us things.
Share.
Like,
subscribe. Crush that like button. Okay, so like I'm just going back through because Super American, their latest record, which we just played off of, is on Wax Bodega, which also Arm's Length is on, and Hot Mulligan, and Carly Crossgrove, and Knuckle Puck, and Holy Fawn. Buy t-shirts, because guess what? You're a walking billboard. The reason that like Holy Fawn is sticking out in my head is because there was a girl that kept going up on stage and stage diving that had a Holy Fawn shirt on.
nice.
And I'm like, oh, there's that Holy Fawn girl again. Oh, look, another Holy Fawn girl. Mom Jeans is on this record label. They're from Cleveland. Or no. Sorry, Philly. Anyways, I'm gonna go buy a bunch of vinyl.
Nice.
I was gonna buy all of them, but yeah.
As we record this, I'll be heading to Kansas City very soon for the APE Music Theory reading. And
As we record this?
yeah, like I'm leaving on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
It's Sunday currently, but I say that because I'll be visiting my two favorite record stores there, Josie Records.
Did you see that
and
thing that I sent you?
Revolution Records.
Of course you did. But it's a Instagram account that is featuring collectors.
Yeah.
And then they featured what is his name? I just know him as Slappy Slam. Mike.
He's only been collecting since
Mike
2016.
Oh my god, he buys so much vinyl.
This thing's massive, yeah.
He's a computer programmer that works from his house.
Uh-huh.
So it's like he doesn't have to. Yeah, and he just goes to show. Well,
Yeah.
he's on a podcast, which they haven't released in like 2 weeks. This here right now, this podcast, 29 episodes.
Yeah.
Haven't missed a week.
Yeah.
Haven't missed
Knocking
a
on
week.
Fake wood.
Well, now like next week is the end of June.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So we're into next time we record will be July 4th episode. You want to do an Americans episode?
Should have played Super American and American
should have.
Hi-Fi.
Oh,
Should play only like Canadian bands or something.
yes. All right.
Cool.
Join the Discord.
Yeah.
Go talk to us. We'll see you
share,
next.
subscribe. Follow us on social media.
All the good junk.
Okay.
Go see live shows.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.